stock market manipulation, environmental disasters, mass unemployment, immigration, open borders, bailouts and derivatives, mass media distraction, war. How are these things connected? To find out, join us at the Grassroots Connection, Monday through Friday, 7 to 8 p.m. on WOIC, 1230 a.m.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows. That's how it goes. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
And we're back with more Grassroots Connection, providing the information you need to make an informed decision. And today we have a special guest online giving us a brief report on where we stand in the Gulf as far as, can we eat the seafood? Can we believe what's coming out of the television set? Or do we need to use our critical thinking skills and these social networks in order to really talk to the people who are on the ground and find out what's really going on? So that's what we're trying to do today. And we've been blessed to have Lorri Williams and her family. She's a crabber in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. And she's right there on the front line giving us, let's put it this way. This woman has tremendous courage to stand up against the entire administration, the EPA, her local government officials, all telling us a bunch of crap, and she's got the courage to come up here and tell the truth. So I want you to really listen to what's going on. And I know you can hear me, Lorri. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, Lorri, I had several, in-house guests, and they've been listening the entire time. They have decided that your message is so important, the urgency of getting it out, that they're just going to stand back and let you finish the rest of the show. They have some specific questions, though, for you. And this is Lacey and Steve from the Gaston Improvement Council. I know you probably don't have any idea who they are, but they're fans of yours already in that short period of time. So I'm going to let them ask the next question. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hi, Lorri.
Hi.
I'm concerned, especially with the medical treatment, especially with your family and your children and everyone going to the hospitals because you have these symptoms. What in the world are they doing to treat y'all?
Well, they treated Noah with antibiotics, and then they upped his Asmanex from 110 milligrams a day to 220. Myself, they gave me a steroid shot and gave me antibiotics. Now, my husband, because he doesn't have medical insurance, he hasn't been seen. My grandbaby, which is she'll be 4 months old, they just said that she just had an upper respiratory virus, which is what everybody's being told. Everybody that goes to the doctors, it's all trickling down to, it's upper respiratory, or, it's a sinus infection. I could understand it if it was just a few people, but it's everyone along the coast, all the coasts, with the same symptoms. We all have this, it's like a hoarseness in our throats that you have to clear because it starts to rip your throat away, so you have to clear your voice. And when you talk to somebody that's been doing what we've been doing or lives close to the water, you notice it in them too. So that's when it dawns on you that it's not upper respiratory.
So your symptoms are not even improving; they're just there.
They just get worse. And when the wind blows, when it gets really windy, it gets worse.
Well, I was watching a report from Dr. Ricky Ott, who seems to be doing some really great work in the area. And she was reporting she's a survivor from the Exxon Valdez spill where they used this core exit. And she said that, unfortunately, that cough or that, what do they call it, the crud, typically
she's
last
got it
about
too.
10 years, you know?
Yeah, she's got it too. I mean, when you talk to Dr. Ricky,
Yes.
you know, she does the same thing. It's the same hoarseness, ripping at your throat. You have to clear your throat to talk again. And then it lasts for a few minutes, and then you have to do it again. And then when the wind blows, you know that when the wind starts blowing and the water gets rough, that it's just gonna infect you again.
And they're not going to try to even close down the coast or the beaches?
No.
Well, that would affect their revenue sources for tourism. You know, when this thing first happened, you know, there was a big call.
But everybody else is going to get sick.
I know. I know. I'm with you. I want them to evacuate. I wanted them to evacuate immediately. But
it takes all the fluid out of your body. I mean, you can drink and drink and drink and drink and drink, and it's never enough. Your skin is dry, and your feet crack, and your hair turns to straw. You know, it's...
That's wild. That is incredible that these doctors aren't trying to isolate what it is so they can come up with some treatment. It's as if they know what it is, and they just want to... they just want you to quietly go away.
Yeah. And, you know, there's probably a lot of people that live here that don't even realize what it is. You know, everybody's chalking it off to allergies. Allergies don't hit this time of year.
Yes,
Everything that's happening is like springtime allergy things. You know, and you go into the stores here, you know, and the first thing you see when you walk through the door is allergy medicine. You know, and it's just not normal. Life here on the coast is just not normal. You know, you can't go to the beach anymore without worrying, are you going to get in the stuff? Are your kids going to get in the stuff?
But
you
only
know,
those people, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Only the people that live there can say, well, no, the tourists don't know anything about it.
No, because they're putting it out that everything's okay.
And only the people living there are the ones who are scared because they can't even have a normal life because no one's doing anything about the cleanup and the conditions out there.
You know, and you've got Cherie and them down there in Louisiana that are taking rain tests.
Right.
And they're coming back positive. Air tests coming back positive. You know, and then my lab that I'm working with, not my lab, but the one that my attorneys hired, all of their results are coming back positive. But then you have these people that just believe everything that they're being fed.
Well, this sounds like a really crazy question, but are you seeing any environmental organizations like the Sierra Club or anyone like that? You know, because we've got all these huge national environmental organizations. Are they not coming to your aid at all?
Well, let me tell you what happened. BP's top executives and the DMR, which is Department of Marine Resources, went out to Horn Island, which are our barrier islands. They are normally gorgeous. Beautiful white sand, just beautiful. You go up to the island, the water's clear. Well, when we went out there last month, the beach is covered, just covered in tar balls. Underneath the surface, you see just these big brown, orange, sludgy spots. And matter of fact, there's some video that Holt Webb did, and he's with Vanishing America.
Okay, that's Holt Webb?
Yes.
Okay, H-O-L-T Webb.
H-O-L-T Webb. And he has a website, Vanishing America.
Vanishing America.
And he has the trip out to Horn Island.
Okay.
Okay? The top exec from BP and the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources went out to the island and announced how beautiful and pristine it was and how well it was doing. Well, the very next day, Greenpeace was out there and showed the truth.
So
okay?
That's incredible.
Greenpeace is also working with the Boston lab. The link that I told you to check out.
Well, that is good. That is good news that there is at least one environmental group that is stepping up to the plate, and that would be Greenpeace.
Yeah, see, I was working with the Sierra Club, and all of a sudden, I don't know if maybe a warning was
Maybe they all got sick.
Yeah, probably. Everybody that has come here to this beach down here has gotten sick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think, it's probably a little more than that. I think it's the strangest thing that partisanship trumps health. In other words, this doesn't look good for the Obama administration. And so, a lot of people are just going to shut up and sit back and hope that you guys down there go away. And I'm not one of those people. I want you to stick around. I want you to see your grandkids grow up. I want to see my grandkids grow up. So
I'm not going anywhere, and they know it.
We're going to have to hold these people accountable. That's what's up.
They're not, BP is not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're not paying their claims the way they are. They promised, in the beginning, we're going to do this for you for 6 months. Well, they give you a check 1 month, and then the next month everything's changed, so you've got to go back through the system again and again and again. And you're sitting here and you're thinking to yourself, is it worth fighting for? Yes, it's worth fighting for because they made this mess.
That's
they need
right.
to clean it up.
That's right. And those tactics are meant to demoralize you and cause you to, stand down. That's what it's there for. That's why it is the way it is. And they know that.
I've dealt with the DEQ 5 different times. Okay, 5 times. I actually had 2 of them standing in my dining room, and I opened my computer, and I started showing them the hundreds of photos I had. And I'm trying to explain to these idiots, okay, you have to go down to the beach on low tide. When the water goes out and the sun hits on the soil, it re-emulsifies. Then they're going to tell me, we tested down there, and it's deteriorating plant matter. No. Deteriorating plant matter does not make a rainbow-colored sheen.
Good. Yes, ma'am. You're right. You're right on the money, and I don't. Okay. I wouldn't let them insult my intelligence either.
That beach has completely died. It does. It looks like somebody has poured gasoline on it and set it afire. It is completely black with it's just death. You've got these orangish spots coming out of the sand and that's why I call my videos and my pictures Blood Beach. It's because you can see it running down the sand. But, for them to come out here to my home and then they turn around and say, that wouldn't have been our people. We wouldn't have went to your house. I said, let me tell you something. You pulled up in your DEQ truck. The 2 men that got out both had on your shirts, and they both walked into my house.
Lorri?
Yes.
We've got about 19 seconds, and we're off the air. I want you to just go ahead and give out your information again so people can try to find you on Facebook.
Okay, I'm on Facebook under Lorri Williams, Lorrie, Williams, the way it sounds, Ocean Springs, Mississippi. And also you can check out the Long Beach, Mississippi area for Denise, Denise,